Hey, you folks, I'm Alan. If you know me, welcome back. If you don't, you may want to settle in, you may not. This video is a bit personal. I had mentioned in a previous video about, especially in times like now, it really helps to find something that you enjoy. Just something, anything that sparks some joy and helps you get through things. And for me, one of those things is judo. And it occurred to me that I owe an enormous thanks to a gentleman who may or may not be watching, whose name is Terry Kelly. So, Coach, if you're watching this, thank you, and I love you, man. You great big bear of a man. My judo story starts back in 1995. I had just moved out to the worst neighborhood in Santa Rosa, California, and I didn't want to die. All I knew is if I threw one of these brick-sized fists of mine and landed it, that I could probably hurt someone. But that's all I knew. I didn't know a damn thing about fighting, not really. So the local community college, a place called Santa Rosa Junior College, had a judo club and a judo program. And it was run by Deputy Sheriff Terry Kelly. Most of us who wound up going to judo just call him Coach. That's where things started for me with judo. I am not the most talented. I've probably lost more fights than I have won when it comes to judo and sparring and randori and tournaments. But I've had a hell of a good time, and I've made some really good friends. I came up with people, I should say, with names like Hacky and Frazee. Matt, we used to call him Cheech. Ben the Pomeranian Keating. Cookie Romero. Joe Gitaruma Sap, also known as the Peacock. Amy Kate and Eleazar. Bob Pennington, who is such an evil clown, we called him Pennywise. Like, the list goes on and on. I came up with some really amazing people. Denny Bear McCarter, the McAllister triplets. Like, these are all real people to me. I can see their faces in my head. And they all really contributed to this experience, this legend in my head that is judo. And it has, over the years, saved my life countless times. Judo has. And just that mentality, not just the physicality, but the mentality. And I find, once again, it is extremely useful here in the Philippines. Judo teaches you a lot about grit and flexibility and patience and explosiveness and balance. And all of those things I have found are really, really useful out here in the Philippines, at least for me here in Davao. Just over a month ago, my wife and I were walking around. We happened to pass this place called Python's Pit, a little MMA place that said it did judo, and I got super excited. And I was just staring at the sign, and this dude comes up. Like, a lot of the houses here have bars and stuff, and this little guy comes up, and he looks at me through the bars. And we just start chatting a little bit, and he said, like, I was wondering if it was still open, or if, much like many dojos, it had closed because of COVID. But he said, no, they do practice Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. So I did the smart thing. And if you've ever done martial arts, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, take this as words of wisdom. I showed up for a couple weeks just to test it out. Because martial arts places can get a little weird. They can get a little weird. So it's wise just to, at least from my experience, just show up for a week or two and see whether or not it clicks for you. See if they're doing things in there that make sense. See if they're doing things there that is healthy for you. And if it is, cool, you've got a place you can hang out at. And if it isn't, cool, you get to move along and find something else. And I got very fortunate. This place is run by the sensei's name is Bambi. I'm sure he has a real name and it isn't Bambi, but he asked that I call him Bambi, so that's what I'm calling him. But no, he's got a great little place. He's got some great folks in it. They just got back from a tournament at Nationals. One of his people scored gold at a young lady named Louise at Nationals, which is extremely impressive. He has some good people. It's a good vibe, and so I feel very fortunate. Not to only have found the place, but also to have had the training and the skills and the manners, honestly, to be able to interact with folks here. It's something that Coach talked about a lot. Is that you'll go anywhere in the world, and if they do judo there, and you know judo, then you have a common language. It doesn't matter what language they speak, what language you speak. There's going to be a common language. And that's true, man. One of the things I wish I had done more in my career playing judo when I first got into it is I wish I'd have gotten out more and crashed other dojos. And it's not to say I didn't have the opportunity. I did. I absolutely did. It wasn't a priority for me, and I wish I'd made it more of a priority because you learn some really cool things, man. Like there's things I'm pretty decent at, and I can get kind of tricksy, especially on the ground, but I don't know everything. And there's going to be some cool little shuffle or footwork drill or exercise that I just haven't seen before, like a new angle of coming in at something that I just haven't seen before, and so I get to learn, and that's really neat. But Terry, he took this really awkward 20-something who didn't know a damn thing and really helped me learn some social connectivity, some skills, some manners, taught me some rules and tools for how to interact with people in a respectful way. And I'm not saying Terry got everything right. He didn't. He's not perfect. None of us are. There are things that he got wrong, but he was patient with me. And he tried like hell to pass on things that he had learned in the best way that he could think of. Like Coach, you did your best with what you had while you had it. And I really appreciate that. And now here I am in a whole different damn country, over 7,000 miles away from the west coast of the U.S. And I'll be damned. There's a little judo place just barely 10 minutes walk from my house. And I go there and I bow in. You find a flag or you find the picture of Jigoro Kano. It's just like Coach said it was. You look for the flag or you look for a picture of Professor Kano. You give it a bow. You take off your hat and your slippers. You get on the mat and you just be respectful. And man, that has really paid off. Like, I get to work with some good people. I get to get my body moving. Just health and fitness these days. A little bit of light randori. I got to do that on, oh Jesus, it's only Wednesday here. It's April 1 Wednesday, pardon me. 8:19 in the PM, 2026. So I had practice yesterday, and I am beat up from the feet up. I got to do a little bit of randori, which is pretty cool. For those who don't know what randori is, it's in judo. It's light free sparring that you're doing in this practice area we call a dojo, where you're not trying to kill each other. You're just trying to exercise, and it's basically play. You're just a couple of cats wrestling over a ball of yarn. You get to play, try out some technique, see what works, find out what doesn't. Maybe get in some throw, maybe get thrown. And I got to do a bit of both, and that was pretty cool. And being able to do that respectfully is just it's a framework that is taught in judo. And it has really helped. Like, I mean, it helps me in day-to-day stuff, just being adaptable and patient to the environment here in the Philippines. But especially on a judo mat, like I got excited. Like, oh, I have all these tools that I'm pretty sure are going to work, even though, like, the sensei speaks English and a couple of the students speak English. Everybody else is speaking Visaya. And even when Bambi's talking to his students, like, that's a lot of Visaya that's happening. But then I'll hear a word. I'll hear like ogoshi or tayatoshi, which are these are judo throws. I'll hear a newaza or randori. These are words that I know, even though they're in Japanese, because this is the language of judo. You know, the exercises are almost all the same. So, coach, in case you were wondering, most of the exercises completely the same. Just doing push-ups, hip rotation, head rotation, working the knees. They do jumping jacks here, and I know you're making a face at me saying that because I know you always hated jumping jacks, but they do jumping jacks here. That's okay. I've adapted. I can do some jumping jacks now without looking like a Raggedy Andy doll. But it's amazing to me. It's neat to me that I have this tooling, that I was fortunate enough to acquire this tooling from 1995. And I played judo. I haven't played judo every single day since then. I've had days, weeks, and even years where I've been away from judo for life reasons or because of choice reasons. But I have a very strong grasp of the fundamentals. And those fundamentals have just paid dividends over the years. And if you're coming here to the Philippines, you're gonna want something like that in your back pocket. You're going to want that thing that brings you happiness there in the U.S. You're going to want to find a way of approaching it here too, because it helps you ground out. I mean, I just found this goofy Dungeons and Dragons group in Davao. I haven't joined it yet because I'm already in a couple of games, and 2 games is about all I can manage a week these days. But it's something else that brings me joy. And so if I get some time that frees up, maybe I'll join in on them and see what they got. Having something like that helps just your mindset here. Like there are foreigners here, there are expats here who I see, and they are just like grumpy cat, like super not excited. Just they look miserable, and I really had to think about it to understand why, and or at least to develop a theory. My best guess is that I'm seeing people where they have enough money to make ends meet here, but they don't have enough to go home, wherever home is, and they have not adapted to life here. They haven't found a way to adapt to life here, and so they are in, like, sadly, as tragic as that is, they are in a prison of their own making. And that's deeply, deeply unfortunate. So if you do not want that to be you, if you're thinking about coming over here to the Philippines, have a really firm, honest grasp of what the things are that make you happy. And then reach out and try to find those things here. I mean, very rarely is someone going to move to a new place and everything. We talk about fresh starts, but very rarely is a fresh start a complete blank slate. Um, there are things that we like doing. My brother loves wrenching on cars. I hate it. I I hate it. Um, I love reading books, and so any chance I get, I'll pick up a book, I'll start reading it. Although most of these days, all of my reading is on an LCD screen, which is too bad. I miss the smell of books. Um, I'll have to look around, see if they have a library hereabouts, see if I can poke around in there. It's probably all in Visaya and Tagalog. Um, yeah, find what makes you happy, and then don't be ashamed or embarrassed about asking questions and trying to find that thing and engage in it, because starting from scratch is hard. Having something to kind of lean on and say, well, I enjoyed doing this back home. Maybe I'll enjoy it here in a slightly or very different environment around different folks, and see what that's like. And again, just be patient, be flexible. If you're here in the Philippines, you are not back home. This is a different place. So you're a guest here. Be, be respectful. Anyway, that's about all I had. I probably lost most folks around a minute and a half into this when I started talking about judo. All right, I got to start getting ready for work. I work graveyards these days because I'm working on U.S. time. But Coach, if you're still watching this, thank you again, man. I could probably say thank you to you every single day for the rest of my life, and it wouldn't be enough thank yous to emphasize just everything you did for me. Uh, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. Whether you're in Texas or California, by a pool, surrounded by your puppies, out in your garden, or walking on a beach and looking at the waves, Coach Kelly, I hope you are in a good place. Love you to pieces. As for all the rest of you bastards, get out of here. I don't even know why you're still watching this part of the video. As always, take care, be good to yourselves, and stay safe out there. Till next time, folks.